So I'm interviewing Freida Inta in Sedenville, which is about 60 kilometres north of Westport, 50 kilometres north of Westport, on the Mokahanui River. Beautiful spot.
Yeah.
And we're talking about mining and the discussions around mining on the Buller Plateau. How would you describe the future of Buller Westport at the moment?
Future. I think it's got a good future, especially having this beautiful large conservation estate. I don't think that the Buller should rely too much on coal mining, because what Bathurst wants to take out about 1 million tonnes from this escarpment mine over perhaps 4 or 5 years, and that's the end of the life of that mine. Solid Energy has been taking out 2 million tonnes for about the last 5 years, and there's not a lot of life left in the mine, so the Buller needs to look further afield than coal mining to have a prosperous future.
So would you describe coal mining as an asset of the area or a curse?
Right, yes, it's both, because I'll admit that that business has picked up in the Buller with the increase in the coal mining, but it also has produced some terrible scars on the landscape. It's destroyed the beautiful coal plateau ecosystem, which is pretty sad.
Would you describe coal mining or mining more widely as a sunset industry?
Most definitely, yes. We need to look further ahead than coal. We need to find a good substitute for coal.
So if the Bathurst proposals end up ending and Solid Energy ends up closing up Stockton, what would
it's inevitable.
What would that mean though for the Buller Westport region?
I think it's hard to look further afield than coal, and that's why the Buller needs to put something more solid into providing a future for the Buller.
When you first arrived here, the coal mining wasn't as big as it is now, though.
That's true. It was in a downturn, yes.
Yeah. So how are things then?
It was a lot quieter in the Buller, but perhaps there wasn't as much drive to actually make the district thrive as there is now. Whereas all stops are being pulled to try and make the district thrive now,
right.
Including there's a lot of input into tourism, business input into tourism to promote tourism as well as the mining.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if the Buller is wanting too much at the cost of the environment.
Do you think there can be a balance between both locking up the land and exploiting mineral resources that alter the landscape?
I think that the mines that are open are, they're producing business for the Buller, and if old mine workings can be reopened, like the Millerton mine, then.
What about the ones on Denniston?
But opening up the Bathurst mine in Denniston, the escarpment mine, I'm not sure that it was a judicious decision on the Department of Conservation's part. I know that they did not submit on the initial proposal, or if they did, they were very quiet. They certainly didn't appeal anything to the Environment Court. In fact, I don't think they did submit at all.
Yeah.
because it must have been right from the beginning that they must have decided that they were going to allow it to go ahead. And the fact that Nick Smith made the decision public the day before, he would have been required to allow public submissions on it. I think that speaks volumes on the fact that the conservation values there are very high, and it was too finely balanced, very finely balanced anyway, to allow that particular mine to go ahead.
There's obviously a very strong community in Westport that want it to go ahead, though.
There is.
Do you think that's a majority of the people in the region?
Certainly the business community is very strongly supports it, because it gives good profits for the business.
And they've just built a new museum in the middle of town, which is called the Coal Town Museum,
Yeah.
which they put quite a lot of money into. I think Solid Energy put some money in as well.
Mm.
But it strikes me that seems to be a large part of the identity of Westport.
Coal?
Is coal and its association with Denniston and Millerton. It's the story of the Denniston Rose.
Yeah, that's true. Although it's not the whole story of the Buller district. There's the heritage that we have in the conservation estate, the Gondwana heritage that we have here. That's very important.
But isn't it possible that there might be an awful lot of that as well as mining on the Buller Plateau? Couldn't you have both?
Well, we have had both for a long time,
Yeah.
and the Stockton Plateau, there's a lot of destruction that's gone on the Stockton Plateau, and the Buller coal measures ecosystems. There's only a finite amount of it, and it's a pretty special ecosystem, and a lot of it has already been destroyed in the name of coal, and that special ecosystem needs to be preserved.
Finally, you remarked earlier that you thought that Solid Energy had picked up their act considerably in terms of looking after both the Nakawā River and even doing remediation work up in Stockton itself.
It's true.
Is that progress in the right direction?
Most definitely.
Thank you.
This new crew.